The film begins with a girl running away from two boys. She steals their drugs and tries to hide near a factory. She successfully breaks the lock and enters the building. Before the boys can react, a can of spinach hits one of them, just like the one Popeye used to eat. One of the boys, who has heard stories about Popeye, tries to act cool and warns him to leave if he cares for his own safety. But this angers Popeye. He extends his large hand, pulls the boy into the darkness, and brutally tears his body apart, scattering his organs. To save his life, the second boy holds a knife to the girl's neck to blackmail Popeye, but this act backfires. Popeye flicks the boy's hand lightly, breaking it instantly. He then crushes the boy's face between his palms, killing him on the spot. Although Popeye helps the girl, she calls him a monster out of fear. This enrages Popeye again, and he kills her too. The scene cuts to a boy named Dexter. He plans to make a documentary about Popeye and visits the same factory with his teammate Olivia and 3 other friends. Inside, Lex, who owns the factory, discusses selling it with a state agent. Margot agrees but says the rumors about the place must be cleared first. Lex asks what kind of rumors. Margot explains that 20 years ago the factory was shut down due to contaminated spinach, and ever since, it never reopened. She questions if Popeye really lives there. As they talk, Lex smells something strange and moves to check it out. Meanwhile, Margot hears loud footsteps approaching. Suddenly, someone places a hand on her shoulder and she screams, only to realize it's the factory guard. Despite Lex's explanation, she refuses to stay and leaves in panic, accidentally forgetting her file. Before leaving, Lex instructs the guard to eliminate anyone inside the factory because he doesn't want the deal to be cancelled. The strong guard starts inspecting the place fearlessly but soon finds the 2 fresh corpses left by Popeye. Suddenly, the massive Popeye appears. The guard, thinking he's strong, attacks but fails. Popeye knocks him down and crushes his head with his foot, killing him too. The scene shifts to Dexter's friends. They stop at a bar to pick up another friend. While waiting, they discuss Popeye the Slayer Man. Katie believes it's all a myth. An old man overhears and warns them not to take it lightly, claiming the Slayer Man still lives in the factory, waiting for his lost love. Katie's boyfriend Joey and his rowdy friends join them, and all head to the factory. Near the gate, Olivia sees someone standing at the window. It's Popeye, but he disappears in the blink of an eye. The gate is locked, but Olivia quickly unlocks it like a daily routine. Inside, Katie gets a call from her boyfriend, but she declines it. He becomes furious, suspecting something between Katie and Dexter. His friends fuel his anger, and the 3 of them head to the factory. As the group prepares to film the documentary, they split up. Katie monitors the footage while Dexter and Olivia set up cameras. The other 2 friends explore the opposite side. Olivia and Dexter briefly panic as a spinach can rolls in front of them repeatedly, but they soon realize pigeons inside the factory are dropping the cans. For now, they believe Popeye is not present. Unaware of the danger, the group does not realize that Popeye, puffing his cigar, is already standing right behind them. Dexter sets up cameras throughout the area, and Popeye actually gets captured in a few of them. But Katie remains so engrossed in her phone that she doesn't even glance at the footage, completely missing Popeye's presence. Meanwhile, Margot returns to the factory to collect the documents she left earlier. As she retrieves them, she comes face to face with the dead body of the guard she saw alive that morning. The condition of the corpse's face is so horrific that she screams in terror. As she turns around, she finds Popeye standing before her. Her death stares her in the face. She runs to save herself and tries to hide in a room, but a few strands of her hair remain stuck outside the door. Popeye grabs her hair and pulls with such force that her scalp rips off. Overwhelmed by pain, she collapses. Popeye enters the room, lifts her body, and throws it into a spinach cutting machine, turning her into minced flesh. Elsewhere, Dexter and Olivia reach the factory office. During their conversation, Olivia reveals that she left the town years ago and has only recently returned for a specific reason. That moment, their priority is to gather documents that reveal the past and myths associated with the factory. Once again, the issue is the missing keys, but Olivia shows her skills again and opens all the drawers without needing keys. Inside, they find a report revealing the factory's dark secret. It was sealed due to toxic toxic elements found in its canned spinach. A specific type of dangerous bacteria was discovered in the spinach cans. Dexter is shocked that such serious news never appeared in the media. Olivia explains that Lex owns most of the town and has powerful connections. Covering up the incident wasn't a big challenge for him. While discussing this, Lisa and Seth also enter the room. The four of them move together into a space where a poem is written on the walls. The poem is meant to scare everyone and is signed by Popeye the Slayer Man. It warns that if one smells smoke nearby, they must run, and if they feel fear, they are already in Popeye's grip. Meanwhile, Joey and his friends also arrive at the factory. Joey's anger is at its peak. Back at the factory, Popeye appears before Katie, who remains unaware until she sees him suddenly. She screams loudly and runs to save her life, colliding with Joey. Before Katie can explain anything to Joey, her boyfriend, he refuses to listen in anger and breaks her phone. Popeye now starts chasing this group too. One boy, Jesse, steps forward and stabs Popeye in the shoulder with a knife, but such minor attacks have no effect on Popeye. He grabs the boy and gouges out his eyes. Witnessing this, another boy, Terry, pulls out a gun, but Popeye easily twists his arm and breaks it. Terrified, he runs away. Joey, Katie's boyfriend, also flees, leaving her behind. Strangely, Popeye still does not harm Katie. Terry rushes to his car and tries to drive away, but the car won't move. Looking back, he sees Popeye lifting the car from behind. Frightened, he jumps out and runs, but Popeye chases him. With an anchor, Popeye catches him and kills him, but he doesn't stop there. He gruesomely decapitates him with the anchor. Inside the factory, Joey, still trying to find a way out, hears footsteps behind him. Believing it's Popeye, he fires his gun without thinking, but it's actually Katie. The gunshot alerts Popeye, who comes their way again. Joey once more leaves Katie behind and runs off. The group splits into two pairs to find Katie. Two of them discover a dead body and become terrified. They decide to call the police, but before they can, Popeye appears again. In panic, Seth stumbles and falls. His foot gets caught in a net. As he tries to free himself, metal rods fall on him and stab his body, killing him in front of his companion. Blood splashes onto Lisa's face, terrifying her even more. Popeye chases her too. As she tries to escape, she trips in the same place and falls onto the body of her friend. The rods impale her as well, killing her instantly. Meanwhile, Olivia and Dexter, unaware of all this, enter a room filled with spinach cans and photos of Popeye and his family. There are also some toys belonging to Popeye's daughter and newspaper clippings. They learn the truth. Popeye's wife used to work in the factory and exposed the contamination in the spinach. After that, the factory was shut down and Popeye's wife went missing. Lex had her killed. Devastated, Popeye stayed in the factory, waiting for her. He now survives by eating the same toxic spinach, which has mutated his body and turned him into a monster. After learning the truth, Dexter and Olivia decide to escape, but first they need to find the others. Instead, they find their friends' corpses, which horrifies them. Dexter decides they must exit through the second way out. As they move toward it, Popeye confronts them. He grabs Dexter's hand and suspends him, breaking it in one swift motion. Before Popeye can kill him, Olivia pleads for mercy. Surprisingly, Popeye listens. It's revealed that Olivia is actually Popeye's daughter, returning to the factory after years to see her father and search for her mother. This emotional moment reunites them after a long time. Just as they are about to embrace, Joey, still alive, shoots at Popeye. Enraged, Popeye nearly kills Joey, but Joey grabs Olivia as a shield. This enrages Popeye further. He grabs Joey's hand, breaks it off, and uses that same hand to beat him to death. While Popeye is busy, Olivia escapes with Dexter. Inside, they find Katie alive. By now, the police have arrived. When questioned, Olivia lies and says a madman caused the massacre. She tells them the killer ran away, even though Popeye is shown watching them through a window. Because of this major incident, Lex's factory deal faces cancellation. Stressed, Lex returns to the factory only to encounter Popeye. Popeye mutters something strange, grabs Lex's face with both hands and crushes it, killing him too. The story ends with this final act of vengeance.